Hi, I'm Cody Remoklis. I'm one of the agents at Buyer's Agent Remoklis Realty, and I'm really excited to be here talking with my broker slash mom, Lene Cloud.
That would be me. Hello everybody, glad to be here with you. And we have some interesting things to share with you, and would love that you stick with us and we'll share as much as we can. So I think that one of the things that is important for our buyers to know, and future buyers out there, is how can we go about explaining exclusive buyer agency? The consumer is so confused with, you call up a big real estate office and say, I want to look at a house, and then they tell you that you get to have a buyer's agent. But they're not an exclusive buyer's agent because they work for the same broker. The person who listed the house and the person who wants to represent the buyer both work for the same broker. You and I have discussed this many times, that it seems like that could be a possible dual agency there with the broker overseeing both sides, but that's a very political thing to go out there and stir the mud about, but that's something that you and I are trying to get across to the public. How are you dealing with that with your clients?
Well, you said something that's curious and I think important to me, and that's stirring the mud. And whose mud are we stirring by shining the light on the fact that a broker that has both a listing agent and a buyer's agent, that ultimately if there's some conflict in a deal that's in-house, that they become a dual agent because they have to mediate the conflict. As far as the buyer is concerned, I don't think that stirs the mud at all. That's what we're trying to educate people to understand the difference of. At the very core of it is to shine a light on how the business has been done.
I agree, and I think one of our biggest roadblocks is that's confusing to someone who's never bought a home before.
Sure.
When they are told that I'm Jane Smith, nice to meet you, and I'm a buyer's agent. And it's just so awesome that you called on this house because someone in my office has it listed, and they're going to represent the seller, and I'm going to represent you. And let's just hope that nothing happens where I have to go get consultation from the broker. That part is never said. So my point is, we have a dilemma, because I don't want to throw any mud at our peers, because I think our peers are very educated. They have good hearts, they have good intentions, but when you have one hand tied behind your back, you can't become an exclusive buyer agent. Exclusive meaning we don't represent sellers. So
You don't have an exclusive agent on either end in that scenario. So
no,
it's
you
unfortunate.
don't, which would be nice to see exclusive sellers agency companies cropping up and not just this one and only exclusive buyers agency. Wouldn't you love to see more exclusive buyer agencies in Reno and northern Nevada? I'd love to see them everywhere. But then there's absolutely no question that you as the buyer, my buyer, is not being represented by the same person representing the seller, or the same company representing the seller. We never run into that problem because we only represent buyers. When we have someone who calls us and wants to know if we'll take a listing or will we help them sell their house, what do we tell them?
You need to find an agent that will represent you.
Or that we can refer them to somebody.
Yeah.
But we actually say, no, can't do it for you.
Yeah.
That's the difference between buyer's agent and exclusive buyer's agent. So we went to class and we have the EBA symbol after our names because we did learn how to become exclusive buyer agents. So I guess the easiest thing I could tell people out there is just remember the word exclusive. And when a realtor comes up to you and says, "Hi, I'm a buyer agent, I can help you buy this house," the next thing you ask them is, "Are you an exclusive buyer agent?" And if they say no, you got to make the decision.
And if they say yes and it's not either of us, then well, they're the newest
Exclusive buyer agent, and welcome to our world.
And they have to hang their license under an exclusive buyer agent.
Yep, and we'd love to meet them.
Yeah, so the whole brokerage needs to be formed around the concept in order for it to actually be what we're saying that it needs to be.
Yes, and it may feel like there's a little something, non-transparent going on, but it really isn't. It's just that exclusive buyer agency and exclusive seller agency is something that's coming. It's coming. It's here right now. It's just a little bit slow to our area, but we're here. We've been here for 45 years, and we know how to do it because we were the first ones and the only ones.
I would add something to that, and that just a reminder, because I just thought of it. And, well, I guess I was just segueing in a way, since you had the floor, just to remind people why we're doing this, why we're meeting on camera, and what we're doing is building a forum, a place for people for consumers mainly, to come and become educated on how they can equip themselves and be more represented no matter who they work with in a real estate transaction.
I agree, and I think we should start doing that. I think we should start offering classes with no strings attached, and we'll start telling the consumers how they can make sure that they're doing the right thing. They can come and ask questions, and we'll give away all of our knowledge. It's up to them who they want to use. We just want to make sure that they're being treated as an exclusive client.
Yeah, it's a part of a bigger movement to create an environment of more exclusive representation in general. Most of the issues that arise tend to be agent caused in a transaction.
Yep, as your grandfather has always told you, there's never a problem with the property. It usually has something to do with the personalities that are involved. And that's what I was taught as well as I was first starting out. What do you think about us doing a video blog or a vlog every week? And let's just start giving them little pieces of information that will help them move forward. Or if they could send us questions, then we could talk about it the next time, and we'll give them our email address, and maybe that would make a great topic if they could just tell us what they're looking for, or what is the scariest thing, or what's holding you back, how do I get past it, and we'll just do it for free and give them information.
Sounds like a novel idea.
A novel idea? I don't want to write a novel. This is much easier.
Hi, and thank you so much for watching our video. If you found it to be interesting, please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel below. To stay tuned and updated on our blog and our page activities, please follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. All of our links to those are below in the description. Thanks again, and see you next time.